What it do, Busters? The bug catcher is here today. No longer smoking trees, still catching butterfrees, baby. Man, y'all go ahead and subscribe to your boy, by the way. I notice a lot of y'all ain't doing that lately. Go ahead and sub. Maybe like the video so we can keep calling out these haters who hate for no reason. Right, Busters? And y'all know me, if you've been around for a while, I go straight to the comments. I respond to everything. I see everything, all right? And I just don't understand. This is Pokemon Bank is a 14-year-old game. Listen to what I'm saying. Name another company that has done what I'm about to say. It's a 14-year-old game on a dead console that still gets support. Even Xenoverse 2, which got support for a long time, it's not on any dead consoles. Pokemon Bank is on a 3DS, my guys. They don't even make 3DSs no more. They don't even make games for the 3DS no more. But let's just get into some of these comments that really have me laughing. Your boy is laughing at these guys, bro. I wonder who this guy is. Okay. But I'm the fake Pokemon fan. Well, let's just get into it. Your entire argument is just they're available in the Switch games and I never used it, so I don't care. That's not my argument. My argument is, if you got random Pokemon sitting in Pokemon Bank, they can all go into the Switch games. My argument isn't, well, all these Pokemon are catchable on the Switch. I mean, that's the basis in a way, but it's deeper than just that. The point of me saying that is, well, if you're worried about losing your shiny Charmander, you can literally put them in Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, ZA, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, or you can put them in Pokemon Home. That's the point of me saying that. Is that all of the Pokemon are available on the Switch, which means you can literally move everything from Bank into the Switch era. Which I guess most people are telling me except Spinda. But even Spinda is found on Brilliant Diamond. And even Spinda, if the rumors are true, are going to be on Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald when they drop on the Switch. I don't cuss, so they're available in the Switch games as a poo-poo argument. Look, I'm getting comments now. Wonder what that says. No one is hating on Pokemon, Goofy. We're hating on the mandatory digital age that's killing physical games. Pokemon Bank has been a digital game since its release, Goofy. That's not the point of the video. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about, Busters. Right here. Like, people are, I don't want to say it. Look, it takes 40, like, look, like they're moving the goalpost. If you can't transfer all your Pokemon that you have from the 3DS to the Switch, that's your fault. You got 200 days to do it. It takes 48 hours non-stop to reach odds on the older games. See, that's not even what I said. Bro, it's 200 days to transfer, not to catch the shiny, Goofy. I'll call him a Goofy too. It don't even make sense. You obviously don't play the older games where you have to put the effort to get rare things. Bro, I mean, all I do is play Leaf Green. I've put in like 3,000 hours in the Leaf Green. I have a run on my channel of playing Hard Gold. I hate to admit this, but me and Pokemon are the same age. I've been doing this since I was born, buddy. This is all I do. Preservation matters. Yeah, the physical games. Preservation matters. Show me a Pokemon Bank physical copy. I'll wait. These dudes are fools. They're just trying to argue just to argue. People who hate on Pokemon, whether they love it or hate it, they just argue just to argue. He's hating on ZA somewhere. Maybe he deleted that comment. Or he said it, he had a comment where he was like, we deserve what we get. You are a fake Pokemon fan. Why? How am I the fake one when I agree with what they do most of the time? Pokemon's all I do is since 3 years old, pal. I love this. Sorry, I don't care about your lame agenda trying to hate on them. Matter of fact, how am I the fake fan when I support everything they do almost? I had to say it again. I also don't even support ROM hacks, which I'm sure you play. But again, tell me how I'm the fake fan. Facts. Oh, maybe this is where he said, yeah, ZA's story sucked. Oh my God. Pokemon's not about the story. It's about the adventure. That's why you're a silent protagonist. Now I get ZA. See, their Pokemon tries to make their games for a modern audience, which they shouldn't. They should make it for the people who started with it back in the Gizap. Back in the Dizay. But I mean, we have some. Well, hold on. I'll get to the some. I'll get to the critical thinkers here in a minute. Watch how I do Emily. Emily, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do you like this. Some Pokemon get exclusive moves exclusively. Alright, I can see the moves part. But did you really expect Pokemon to support Pokemon Bank on a system that is no longer supported at all? Pokemon Bank got 14 years of support. I can't even think of another game that has even half that. Maybe Xenoverse 2. She forgot to type this part. 80% of players, it's not, but those who like to keep Pokemon from events that aren't distributed anymore. For example, like watch this. I'm a big hunter of my Fusion Bolt Victini events. It sucks, but I also have to blame the player for holding it off. She's the player. I have like 30 of these Victinis in a box called the Army. Right? Let's see what she just said. She has 30 Victinis sitting in a box doing nothing. They're just sitting in a box doing nothing. What are you so worried about losing them for? That's awesome, I say. But can't you put those Victinis on Pokemon Home? Or do they lose part of their ribbons or moves or something? Either way, you're not losing the Pokemon. She agrees. I can, but I can't get more after. But you already have like 30, Emily. Do you really need another 15 sitting in a box for the rest of eternity doing nothing? I think you'll be okay, Emily. LOL, she said, because she has no argument. None of these people have no argument, but I want to argue. Pokemon do something bad. Let the Victini out the box. Hashtag justice for Victini. I'm walking this down. I don't care about... I'm a Pokemon fan who's a shield, basically, or a shield. I don't mean to be most of the time. Like, I hated on ZA for the tutorial being 4.5 hours. I don't agree with everything they do, but I'm going to support my dogs in battle. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Now, everybody is ridiculous. Everybody knew this was coming. Nintendo had previously announced that they will eventually take down Home. So why everyone acting surprised? People just want to complain to complain. Bro, you speaking straight facts. At first, I was a little upset, but Hearing you make great points made me realize such is life. Speak the truth. Thank you, the real Mir. I like his name if I said it right. You ain't wrong about the hate as a Pokemon fan. Yes, it is sad shutting down without the end of the world. Stop defending this digital BS. Pokemon Bank has been a digital game the whole time. So, I don't really see... They're shutting down a... Like, listen to what I'm saying. They're shutting down a digital game. Now, I get it. It means you can't... Actually, I don't know. I don't get it. Because... I don't get it. Because technically, you can buy another Omega Ruby cartridge. And, let's go ahead and thumbs down him. And keep playing on your 3DS. We're hating on the mandatory digital age since its release. Goofy, that's not the point of the video. That's not the point of the video. Fake Pokemon fan. Here this guy is again. He wants to make sure I see it. He wants to make sure I see this. I didn't really get what this guy here was saying. The dice have spoken. Well, hold on. Let me get to the unknown banana. I only recently got back into Pokemon from a Gen 5 hiatus. Because Gen 5 sucks. Straight up. I'm one of them guys. I'm one of these fans who've been around since the beginning, but who didn't leave. Most people left at Gen 5 because it truly was sucked. Truly was horrible. I never left. I stuck it through. But I'm the fake fan. I only recently got back into Pokemon from a Gen 5 hiatus and missed the window to get Pokemon Bank before the 3DS shop shut down. I survived so far without Bank. I'm sure everyone else can too. Thank you. I never stopped playing, but I never owned a 3DS growing up as a teenager. So I've also never had this either. Ain't that something, Busters? Ain't that something, Busters? Let's see. Pika Gaming, I think he's just upset. Let's go look. Okay. Oh, he plays My Little Pony. Okay. I was gonna make a joke, but the joke just wrote itself. The dice have spoken. I'm not sure what you mean. If they ever want to complete their home dexes, I have to buy all new games just so they can play games I already paid for. But this is why I didn't respond, because I didn't feel like it, one. But two, if your Pokemon Bank is full of Pokemon, and the Pokemon Bank Dex is complete, just transfer all the Pokemon over to home, and then your home Dex is complete. You can't even complete Pokemon Dex technically without Sword and Shield, or the Pokemon Bank Dex. We don't even go that far, and that's what I wanted to respond to him saying. There's always new regions, new Pokemon. You can't even get Koraidon on Pokemon Bank. So his logic by saying that to me was ridiculous. This guy, we just had a little back and forth, you know. He didn't know you could get Type Null and Victini. Type Null is in Sword and Shield. He's a gift Pokemon given to you after you beat Leon in the Macrocosmos building. Spinda can be found in Outbreaks and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And Victini did have a distribution code for Sword and Shield, which I can admit is no longer available. You can transfer a Victini from home into those games still. Type Null is shiny locked in Sword and Shield. I don't care. But he is in fact in the game. You can catch one in Pokemon Go shiny and put them in the game, by the way. No, it's locked. Transfer only. That's what I said. Can't you transfer a shiny into that game though? Maybe from Pokemon Go. No, it's locked. Transfer only. Go doesn't count. Oh, see, Pokemon fans move the goalpost. I hit them with logic. Well, you can transfer a shiny Type Null, and at least he's still in the game, right? No, Go doesn't count. Bruh, get off my page, fam. It counts to me because you and other people are acting like it's just 100% impossible when it's clearly not, and you're just complaining just to complain. Go does not count as it's a phone game. All its stuff is limited time events, some monetized. That's exactly what DLC is. I mean, it's not limited time events, but the Shiny Makey event going on right now in Scarlet and Violet, that's timed. Okay, big whoop. Big whoop-de-doo-dah day. Look, Busters, who else is putting out straight facts like your boy? If you're a Pokemon fan and you just want to hear facts, not everyone dog walk Pokemon for decisions they make, not dog walk ZA because they didn't like the story. Pokemon's not about the story. Let me explain that real quick. The original thought of the original games that was given to the original fans was everyone see Ash on the anime? Here's your own journey now. This is your journey. That's why we're a silent protagonist. And that's why Gens 1 and 2 are minimal stories. So the silent protagonist doesn't have to do a lot of responding back. Now, from Emerald to Diamond to Black and White, the story got bigger and bigger and bigger to accommodate new fans and just the new way of gaming. But that was never the case. That's for Pokemon. That's why I really like Sword and Shield, because the story is so minimal. And I can do the gym challenge. They give you the outfits to run around like with the bug type jersey on. So I can truly be the bug type gym leader. Or like M&J TV did, the electric type gym leader. That's why I think Sword and Shield's underrated. Because it almost goes back to the roots. Once you get by the little tutorial, which every game has now, that's 8 hours long, that I don't agree with. They throw you into the wild area. Go wild, son. And I do every time. I got 300 hours just on my main Sword account. Then I've replayed it at least. I sold my... I didn't... When I bought a Switch 1... Or when I bought a Switch 2, I didn't transfer all of my screenshots and little 30-second videos, right? But I at least beat Sword and Shield, honestly, at least 25 times. So, let's see, Busters. About to do a little math on your boy. Yeah, let's see. Let's see here. Let's just assume it takes 22 hours to beat one playthrough of Sword, right? 20, even though it takes me longer because I like to explore the wild area over and over and over and over. But I'm not the real fan. 22 times 25, that's 550 hours. Plus the 300, and that's minimum. It takes me like 40 hours of playthrough. I've beaten Sword at least 25 times. Plus the 310 hours I got just on my main playthrough. That's freaking, I can't even express. That's like almost 1,000 hours just in Sword. It doesn't count that I got the ROM, because I do own, or I did own Leaf Green, so the ROM was legal for me to have. That doesn't count the 1,000 times I've beaten Leaf Green, right? I remember one summer, I was 13 years old. One summer, every day, because I would pick out a team in my brain before I would start the playthrough. And by doing so, I didn't catch that many Pokemon. I was just gung-ho, straight line, wanting to get through the region again and again and again. I beat Leaf Green in 20 hours of playthrough every day for one whole summer. Let's just say a summer is... Let me go back and do the math again. And that's just this one summer when I was 13. or maybe 15 or 12 or something. That's not counting everything I did in leaf green before that, everything I've done in leaf green after that, Busters. So let's just say, let's do the more math. 180 times 20. That's 3,060 hours of just leaf green. But I'm the fake fan. No, sir. No, you know who's a fake fan? Let's see. You know who's a fake fan? This guy, Pika Play Gaming. You're the fake fan, sir, because you're using Pokemon as your thing, as your handle, and as your picture, but you go to your profile, you click on videos, and it's you being weird playing My Little Pony Magic Princess. Maybe, I'm assuming you're an adult. And if you're not an adult, forgive me, but you left the comment on my video, Buster. But I'm the fake fan. All you do is play. Oh, here we go. 8 months ago, you were playing Let's Go. Then you jumped to My Little Pony. Someone tried to tell me, it wasn't him, but someone tried to say mobile games don't count. What is Champions? But I'm the fake fan. This is all I do. And in conclusion, Busters, like I was saying before I got off on this mini rant on your Buster selves, if you want to hear the real facts from someone who doesn't just farm hate, from someone who just is going to call it like it is a spade and it's a spade, the same way a Pikachu is a Pikachu and it's a Pikachu, y'all go ahead and subscribe to your boy. Go ahead and like and share your boy. Because I'm the only one spitting true facts, bust bags.